What's going on, everybody? I'm Rob. Welcome to Grease and Grain. This is the channel where I fix, build, and over-engineer just about everything I get my hands on. Cars in the garage, furniture in the wood shop, whatever needs doing. Let me show you the project I'm working on today. This is a 1985 CJ7, partially restored, mostly stock engine, fully fiberglass tub. I had got it with bad compression in cylinder number 5, as it shows right here. I had about 50 psi in cylinder number 5. So I tore the top end off and found that cylinder number 5 looked good on the surface, but when I popped the piston out, it had a broken ring perch, and I could probably insert a picture of it here. So I had to pull the bottom end out to get to the piston. Brought the piston in bought a new piston, brought the connecting rod to an engine shop where they heat pressed it onto the connecting rod, put it back in, and ever since been running really good. Upgraded the valve cover while I was doing that, and unfortunately, just as you would imagine, one of the last valve cover bolts stripped out of the head. And if you're not familiar, normally these are plastic valve covers that are usually held down by a plastic hold down that are connected to the rocker arms. So it's like usually like a wing nut or a bolt at the top, and there is no threaded holes for this kind of a valve cover. So when you upgrade this valve cover, you have to drill and tap into the head to create the threaded holes, blind holes for these bolts. The previous owner had it already replaced it with an aluminum cover, but when I took it apart, I found a crack, so I bought a new one. And on one of the last bolts, tightening it down, and it's only supposed to be like 3 or 4 foot-pounds, that one would not tighten. And of course, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it clearly in the camera, but I'm getting a little bit of oil coming out right there. Of course, I was going for no leaks after I had everything fixed, and of course that bolt is causing a gasket leak. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to pull this head back off, prep the surface again. I have another extra gasket, and what I'm going to do is drill out that thread and insert a helicoil, and hopefully that works. This is what I got off Amazon to do this. I'm hoping it does what I need it to do for this one time. And let's just check it out here. So it looks like I have obviously multiple different options. It's kind of the first time I'm looking at the kit packaging. So I got standard and metric. Have to figure out which size I need to capture that cap screw that I have. I want to try to keep the same cap screw that came with my valve cover kit. All right, let's find out what we got here. I guess this kit may have been a metric. It looks like it's an M8 1.25 pitch. Looks like that fits the cap screw pretty well. That threads in pretty nice. So that means we are drilling with I guess it's sort of a custom size bit, 8.3 drill bit. And then we have a tap for an M8 1.25. That's the coil. I don't want to roll off the table and go onto my workbench probably 2 or 3 times before this is done. So let's just put this out of the way for now and get the valve cover off. So that right there, that's the hole. I don't know if you could see down in there. That hole right there. And it looks like it's just stripped out. Like, I don't even see threads, honestly. So that's where I'm gonna have to drill, tap a blind hole, and then install that helicoil in that hole there. So I just took a piece of construction paper, try to keep the chips out of there. There's my drill. Some oil in there just for it's the bigger one, so it's these bolts. So with the washer, I really only have, I don't know if you can see that, but I really only have about, I don't know, call it a heavy 5/8 of thread. But then you have to also factor in that the wall thickness of the valve cover here is also, looks like to be about a 1/4 inch. So if the valve cover is a 1/4 inch and I have 5/8 after this washer, so what does that leave me? 3/8 of an inch? And what did I just say? I have about a little less than that, or a little less than half. So I'm almost there. I don't want to go through this, put the helicoil in, and then find out that I didn't drill it deep enough. So I'm just gonna maybe drill another 1/8 inch. Right there it is. So let's see. Oh, not the famous last words of just a little more. Each tap is just squared off on the back so that a T-handle can grab it. My T-handle, the tap is too short, so my T-handle's hitting this, and I don't have a socket that'll fit that. So against my better judgment, I'm gonna just oil this up. On my tap, cutting fluid, put it in low gear, just go very slow. When you're tapping, you want to reverse thread a little bit to break the chips that you're making. You'll see me go in and out a little bit here and there. If you feel like you're forcing it, you take it out, run it back down again. Now, the fact that that went in really good, it's a new tap, so I wasn't too concerned about it. So that went fairly well. All right, that looks pretty good. Can zoom in a little bit, show you. Where are we? Right there. Right there. So that came out pretty good. So you take the helicoil that's going in there that I took out of the case earlier, and this is the applicator tool. And how it works is there's a slot in the end of this tool, and you can see there's a little right there. So what you do is you take the end of that, you slide that like a little tang in the groove of the tool, and now you can screw the helicoil in with the little handle, and then that tang holds on to the tool end so that you can use it to thread. So I'm just going to apply some, I'm going to zoom back in on the spot there. So I'm going to apply some blue Loctite. Like I said, I probably would have used red, but I guess I'm out of red. Then you just want to take your time with this. Let the tang and the tool do the work. Don't force it if you feel like you're forcing anything. Stop, clean it out again, start over. All right, so we're down past the surface, which is good. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this tool out. And then check if I can get the bolt started. Now, if this doesn't go in, then we got a problem. All right, it's going. I don't need to, I just wanted to make sure I can get it threaded. Now that that coil's in and I'm not taking it out anymore, then I can get the bolt started. This is just basically a punch that goes inside, and you're just supposed to break that tang. Definitely an overkill for a hammer, but so that should break the tang off so that the bolt, if needs to go by. Okay. Let's see if I can get that. We just gotta basically put the head back on and do all the steps in reverse. Zoom out a little bit for you guys, and then you can see I got a new gasket. It's this Reassembly universal sealant. That's like a gasket maker. You can see it's like a, you see on my glove, but ultimately what I'm doing is just, you know, just applying like a thin layer of it on both sides. So this one in the back, the washer likes to fall off when you stick it down, like when you go down behind the valve cover. You really can't see what you're doing back there. But as soon as you turn this vertical, the damn washer is going to fall off like that. So I found last time that if I stick this on, stick the washer on like that, and just stick this little earth magnet to the side of the cap screw, it keeps it on pretty well, you know, enough to just sneak it down in there. It keeps the washer on, and you can sort of confidently get it going down there and hopefully get it in the hole before all this stuff falls off. So we're going to try it. You won't be able to really see it back here, but
That's a strip thread now stronger than factory for the price of a Heli-Coil kit and a valve cover gasket. Hopefully that took care of my oil leak. If you enjoyed the video, I appreciate a thumbs up. If you're an Heli-Coil expert, let me know how I did. Drop a comment. I got a lot of projects in the pipeline for this Jeep. If you want to see what's up next, consider subscribing. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one.